What's up, Chroma Clubbers and Doodle Clubbers? Embrace the power of the doodle. Okay, well, I took the feedback from the last video. Some people wanted me to add some weather events to the game, and so now we have rain and thunderstorms and stuff like that. So I think that'll make things a little more interesting. I also added in-app purchase stuff. So basically you can go here and tap on the little cart, and then you can go and you can buy Chroma bucks. And depending on whatever you want to, depending on how many Chroma bucks you want, you can buy those, and then you can use them to buy colors and other markers and gel and stuff like that. So there you go. I know people have said they want a better kind of environment, and I think what will happen is that the next week event we'll have is kind of like World Design Week, where you'll come up with different environments or spaces that I should put into the world that you can explore, or put portals to get to those parts or those spaces. So, but I am working on something where it'll kind of be more random, and hopefully I'll be able to show you that tomorrow. So the next things in store for the update will be, some people said they wanted different colored flowers. I agree, I think that's a really good idea. So I'm going to try to vary the flowers. Same with the trees. People said they wanted it so that when you go to the trees, they have different colors. I like that idea too. So I'm going to definitely do that. And let me mute this a little. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'm going to put in the environment stuff, kind of some of the more random environment stuff, and hopefully, and I did kind of experiment with volcanoes. I think the volcanoes will shoot out fire gel that you can then use for the fire marker, provided you have the fire marker. So I think the next update will cover cover some more marker types, more random background, and also portals. Okay, so I'll try that. I'll try for that for this upcoming, for the next day. Now on to Legend Week. There have actually, even though Legend Week ended, some people actually had some interesting things. I'm gonna turn on the music. Okay, on to Legend Week. So there have been some more interesting stuff. Even though Legend Week already ended, some people submitted stuff, so I'm going to cover some of the projects. This one is by Ice Gem. And it says, below is a fire sprite. It's a magical creature made of fire. It likes pie. Hey, I like it. Really simple. Works well. I think it's something we can add to the world. So I'm going to go ahead and improve it. Okay, this one's by Galaxy Star. There was an old wise wizard. One day he decided to make a test for the humans. The test was to decide how trustworthy humans are. The wizard decided the best way to find a trustworthy person was to put a rock at the center of a town and see what the stories became. He did just that. Everyone was asleep. When they awoke, the stories began. In 100 years' time, the old wise wizard came back to the same town and asked about the rock. There were stories of dragons and fearless knights who saved the day. The wizard shook his head as he realized how wrong humans could be. Okay, I don't quite get what the point is of this. I don't know how it can relate to markers or gel or something else. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt this time, and I'm going to approve it. But I don't know. Okay, so here's another one by Mittens the Awesome. Once there was just a normal little boy. He was into a lot of science. Once in science class, he was playing with a pencil and some growth gel and mixed it with the pencil. The pencil became really big. He kept it in his room for memories. In the morning, his little sister baked a muffin for him. She was only 6 and was using an easy bake oven. He ate it and it tasted weird. He asked her what she put in it. Oh yeah, chocolate, sugar, this green goo. Oh wait, green goo? He started to turn into a monster. It turns out she put toxic gel inside the muffin. He scared his sister, so she ran away, but she knocked down some more toxic gel and it made the boy trip on the giant pencil. Then he became Penonster. Everyone got scared of him, so he ran away to a field and he's now the boss that tries to attack people. To find the gel to turn him back into a human and separate the pencil from him. To defeat him, you need to get toxic gel and somehow confuse him and put the gel on top of the pencil lead, and he will turn back. Okay, well, that's interesting. I think it's a good foundation for a potential legend in the game, so I'm going to go ahead and improve it. Cools. And let's do one more. Okay, and this one is by Creative, and it's Legend Week, and it's one day long ago. There was a princess of a faraway land. She had been forced to marry someone, and the only way to stop the marriage was to make the legendary fire gel that would make the prince not want to marry her. So she set off, telling her servants and family that she was going to the next door kingdom. She soon came up to a bridge. She looked around and found the red gel, but there was a catch. She had to defeat an ogre to get it. She had brought water and food for the trip. Remembering what she had learned when she was a kid, she threw the last drops of her water at the ogre, making his skin burn, and he ran away, and the princess got the gel. Many hours later, she stumbled across a clearing in the woods. When she found the orange gel guarded by a witch, she knew what to do in this situation. She'd bought a knife for her food. She pulled it out and threw it near the witch's foot, which scared the witch away. She had gotten the orange gel and created the fire gel. Later that night, back at the palace, she secretly put some of the fire gel into the prince's wine. During the end of the meal, when the prince had drank all of his wine, she asked him, quote, "Do you really want to marry me?" End quote. And he answered, "No, not anymore." The kingdom was saved, and the prince's cruelty, I guess, was saved also. Okay, the end. So I think it's an interesting idea. I think it would be cool to have some kind of gel formula or gel thing to save a princess. So I'm going to go ahead and approve this. Cool. Okay, well, that's it for today. Post any feedback you have on the weather or any of the other changes you want to see in the world in the comments below. Thanks again, and embrace the power of the doodle. Take care.